Mario.
And I'm Allison Wallonia. For more than a week now, we've been covering the desperate search for Kylee. Investigators say the 18-year-old was reported by her boyfriend missing back on August 7th. She was about 11 weeks pregnant. This morning, her boyfriend, Gregory Groom, though, will be charged with her murder.
We have Team 10 coverage this morning as we wait for Groom to face a judge. NBC 10's Kylee Monteiro outside the courthouse in Taunton. But we want to begin with Abby Betrayal. She's live outside Groom's home in Rehoboth, where Kylee's body was found. Abby, good morning.
Yeah, Mario, good morning. Now, a very different scene here this morning. No visible law enforcement presence as we stand at the base of the driveway of Gregory Groom's home. And the search yesterday, hours long, did lead to the finding of Kylee's remains. Now, search teams were scouring the wooded area along County Street since Kylee's disappearance. Police confirmed to us early on that she was last seen here at Gregory Groom's home. Last night, the Bristol County DA said investigators had enough evidence for a search warrant of the home. Police arrived yesterday afternoon, bringing in an excavator to dig on the property. The investigation continued for hours until late last night.
As a result of the search of the property, human remains consistent with those of Kylee Monteiro have been recovered. We await confirmation from the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner.
Now, Kylie's family described her full of life. She had just graduated from Attleboro High School with dreams of becoming a welder. Her family says she was very excited to become a mom. She already had a baby name picked out. And the Bristol County DA did not share any other information about the investigation. Reporting live in Rehoboth, Abby Betrayal, NBC 10 News.
And we're learning more about Kylee's boyfriend, who again is set to be charged with her murder. Let's get right out to Kylee Monteiro live outside Taunton District Court, where he'll be arraigned today. Katie.
Good morning. Police say 22-year-old Gregory Groom was the last person to see Kylee Monteiro alive. The two were dating, and Groom reported her missing on August 7th. This morning, we're learning more about what may have happened before Kylie's disappearance. Last night, the Bristol County DA confirmed that Groom was already facing a number of charges, including assault and battery of a pregnant woman, intimidation of a witness, and domestic assault and battery. This all stems from an alleged incident at Groom's home on August 6th, one day before he reported Kylee missing. We don't know what exactly happened at the home on the 6th, but Kylie's body was found at the property last night. And Kylie's family tells us they weren't aware of any abuse until the August 6th incident. They plan to be here today for Groom's arraignment.
Aggravated intimidation of a witness, juror, police, or court official in assault and battery on a family or household member. I'm not guilty, will answer. You have the right to an attorney. Like to sign a waiver and represent yourself, retain private counsel, to see whether you qualify for court appointed.
My name is Elliot Levine. I was contacted by CPCS to represent him.
Right. We'll appoint Kenny Levine to represent Mr. Groom. Commonwealth.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jason Mohan for the Commonwealth. Based on the charge of murder, the Commonwealth is asking that Your Honor hold the defendant without bail. This incident stems from the recovery of a body last evening. The incident started on August 8th when this defendant, Gregory Groom, contacted the Rehoboth Police Department to indicate that his ex-girlfriend, identified as 18-year-old Kylee Monteiro, was missing. Mr. Groom reported that Miss Monteiro was at his house, that she was looking for a place to stay. They got into an argument, and that she ultimately left his residence walking down the driveway, and she hadn't been seen or heard from since. Miss Monteiro was known to be very active on social media, and he hadn't heard from her, neither had her friends or family, on any social media in the following days. When Mr. Groom reported her missing, Rehoboth police responded to the scene and took a report, and then began an investigation. In the upcoming days, when Miss Monteiro failed to update any of her social media accounts, the police began to continue in their investigation and ultimately brought Mr. Groom in for an interview. Mr. Groom reported that Miss Monteiro was approximately 11 weeks pregnant, and she told him that he was the father of the baby, that on August 6th, she had left a residential program and took a ride share to his house. She was looking to stay with him, and an argument ensued about whether or not he would allow her to stay on his property. When the police began to question him and other family members, they learned from Miss Montero's sister that on August 6th, when she had arrived at his house, that there was an altercation between Mr. Groom and Miss Monteiro. Miss Monteiro texted his sister that he threw me on the ground and pulled my hair and strangled me. My phone is at 4%, and if I die, it was Greg. Family members then tried to communicate with Miss Monteiro and get her to a place of safety, and she didn't respond right away. Ultimately, there was a response from her device that indicated she was attempting to continue to stay at Mr. Groom's residence. There was a search that was conducted on August 14th of Mr. Groom's property at 107 County Street in Rehoboth, which is approximately a 25-acre property. That search involved members of the State Police CERT team, the Air Wing, divers, cadaver dogs, and nothing of significance was found during that search. However, based on the failure of Ms. Monteiro to contact any friends or family, the police continued their investigation. Ultimately, yesterday on August 19th, Mr. Groom reported to the Rehoboth Police Station for an interview. During that interview, he admitted that on August 6th, he had gotten into an altercation with Ms. Monteiro where he pushed her, she fell backwards, and she hit her head. When she attempted to contact an individual, Mr. Groom admitted that he knocked her cell phone out of her hand, at which time he was going to be charged with the 3 offenses for assault and battery on domestic assault and battery on a pregnant person, and for intimidation of a witness. When investigators continued to press Mr. Groom on the whereabouts of Ms. Monteiro, they informed him that they had applied for and were granted a search warrant for an extensive search of 107 County Street. That included not only cadaver dogs, but excavators, chemists from the Massachusetts State Police Crime Lab, and other investigators, and they informed Mr. Groom that they were prepared to search the property and dig if necessary. Mr. Groom then paused. He was given an opportunity to tell the police where Ms. Monteiro's body was located, either by being taken to his property and pointing it out, or drawing a map, or telling the officers where her body was located, as they believed Ms. Monteiro was dead. Mr. Groom ultimately drew a rudimentary map indicating that he got into an argument behind a shed on the property where he was known to stay and where Ms. Monteiro stayed, that during that altercation, Mr. Groom admitted that he stabbed Ms. Monteiro twice in the neck and once in the chest. The stab wound to the chest actually broke the blade of the knife off. He used a kitchen knife to commit the stabbing, and based on that stabbing, Ms. Monteiro was deceased. Mr. Groom indicated to police that he then spent several hours digging a hole in the woods.
You can see it right there.
But hours before, while Groom was allegedly confessing, Kylie's sister spoke with WBZ.
I know there's been a lot of speculation of domestic abuse, but that wasn't the case in their relationship. There was an altercation that happened the night before she went missing, but that's the only thing.
Kylee is such a beautiful person that she never bothered us with that, and she's so humble that she never wanted to put that on us. So we never knew that side of the story.
Groom is due back in court September 10th. Friends of Kylee are planning a vigil scheduled for this weekend.